is up, everyone? It's your girl NotSoAv, aka T, coming to you live from Salt Lake City, and welcome back to my podcast. It has been a couple months since I've been on here. I am so sorry for not being on here for 2 months, but I really don't have an excuse. It just was I have not been consistent, and I'm mostly sorry to myself because I started this podcast for myself, and I haven't been consistent, and so um, I want to be better at making more podcasts because this is what I want to do, and one of the things that I want to do. And so yeah, last time I talked to y'all, it was around Pride, and so I went to Pride. I was supposed to walk in the parade, but then wasn't able to because I didn't arrive in time. I had a lot to do that day. I was dog sitting. I had to go pick up my family from the airport, and so I didn't make it in time for when the parade started, and so I wasn't able to walk in it, and that sucked, but I was still able to attend the parade. I met up with a couple friends and went to the festival, and it was awesome. Met some really cool people. Um, had some amazing Greek food from the Greek uh, one of the Greek food vendors that attended the parade. So that was so yummy. I love Greek food. And then there's so much has happened in the past 2 months. Um, been to the Pleasure Portal in um when was it? That was last month, I believe, in July, and that was so much fun. It was a pool party, and so shouts out to Cass Stone. She's amazing and sets. She is the one who's created these events, the Pleasure Portal, and they're awesome. So it's like it's a Sapphic event, and so you buy tickets and you attend, and it's really cool because you get to just meet other Sapphic people and anyway, I love it, and so I went to that. That was amazing. I did attend a Violet Hour event. That's gonna be the new lesbian bar in Salt Lake. I don't think they've opened yet. If they have, then I am sleep on it, but I have not heard any word of it opening yet, but they have had events. They did have an event for Pride. It was like a t-shirt event. I went to that. It was pretty cool. I didn't stay for very long, I'm not gonna lie. I popped in and then I popped out because I went to something else. I can't remember where I went. I think I just went to a club like Waikiki or something. And so yeah, I think that's what I did after I went to, or I can't remember. Anyway, as you can tell, I did my braids. Um and I actually did them myself because typically like I have been getting my braids done for, like, the past 6 years. Sorry, my dog, looked like he was about to pee on my bed, and I was like, "Sir, no." Anyway, I've been getting my, box braids done for about 6 years now, 5, 6 years, and, when I first went, the woman actually took advantage of the fact that it was my first time getting braids and charged me, like, $300, and I was like, "Wow, like, that's not what I wanted," because the braids were, like, really small. I didn't want them too small, and, she took advantage of me. Anyway, I didn't go back to her. And then, the second person I went to after that, she was really cool, but then she moved, and so, yeah, she wasn't able to do my hair anymore, and then I found another lady who was doing my hair for really cheap, and she was really quick, but, that situation fell out, and then I most recently had, like, a family friend doing my hair, but I'm not sure what's going on with her. I haven't heard from her, and so, I went to a salon where I buy the hair, or not a salon, it's a shop, but the owner sometimes does hair, and she has people who, hairstylists who braid hair, and, anyway, I brought my hair that I had purchased at that salon or at that shop and, asked her how much she would charge me for just I wanted just, like, 8 jumbo braids, and she said it was gonna be $120, and I was like, "Ma'am, I'm good." And so I left and, was like, "You know what? I'm gonna figure it out myself." Last month I started to do it, and it was really difficult actually trying to get like the back of my head, and so I was in the bathroom with like 3 mirrors just like trying to figure everything out, and I'm a perfectionist too, so I tried to do it like as perfect as possible, and it when it wasn't coming out perfect, kind of like lost my shit and I like cut my hair. So like now my hair's like this much in the front and then it's like this much in the back. Like so these in the back. But anyway, it's fine. My hair grows really fast and so it'll be good. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell because this is like 54-inch bad bitch hair. And yeah, just like TS Madison says, if it ain't 22 or 23 inches or better, then bitch, you practically bald. And she is right. I love to feel like a goddess. Like my hair's nagging, but it's like down to my butt almost. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, it looks good. I feel like I did a really good job. And so, if you're in the Salt Lake area and you want to get your hair did, then hey, let me know. I got you for, depending on if it's your hair or not. Men, I'll probably charge like $50. For women, probably like $100. Because I just want to like, yeah, help other people because I don't know. I mean, not to take away from people in the service industry who like provide services, and hey, you're allowed to charge however you want, but some of these prices are just kind of ridiculous, especially if I'm providing my own hair. Like I'm already dropping like $50 on the hair, $60 depending on where I'm getting it and the brand and whatever. And so I feel like that should take into account. And then also like the fact, like I understand it's 54 inches, but like I don't know, like anyway, I'm just glad that I did it myself. And it actually didn't, well, it took me, like, maybe, like, 4, 5 hours last time, but I think it's because I know what I'm doing now. Like, if I part it, I know last time I, like, tried putting, like, hair butter, like, lock and braid butter, and, like, for my hair, because it's, like, straight, it just slipped out, and so I got, like, the Got To Be invisible glue, and that has been working perfectly. So, like, I just, like, put it in a, rubber band, and then or I put some of that Got To Be, put it in a rubber band, and then it gets really hard, and then I put, like, a crochet needle through the bottom of the, hair that's, in the rubber band, you pull, a piece of the extension through, and then with another piece, you just, like, start the braid, and then you braid it. And so, I don't know, like, I can, like, put the video that I used, um, for, that taught me how to do this. But anyway, yeah, so I did learn how to do my braids, and then I actually went to Santa Cruz, at the end of last month, beginning of this month. So, like, I think it was, like, the 27th of July till, like, the 3rd of this month. And so, it was awesome because I love Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, California is, like, my favorite because I love the, um arcade on the beach, and it's just fabulous, like, everything, like, the rides, the fair food, which like, with the funnel cakes and, like, turkey legs and, like, hot dogs, and they have burgers and ice cream and, all kinds of different food. Like, if you go on the boardwalk, there's a whole bunch of, like, restaurants and, like, food places, um and so I went with my mom and my sister and her 2 kids, and, it was really awesome. Like, I love California, so I had a ton of fun. We ended up going to Alcatraz. It's the 2nd time that I've been to Alcatraz, in San Francisco, and, my sister really enjoyed it because she loves, like, prison stuff, and, my niece and nephew really enjoyed it. And then we went to the Winchester Mystery House. I wanna show a couple things. Hold on. I got a couple souvenirs from the Winchester Mystery House. This was like a coaster, so super cute. I love it. And then I got this really cute. I love coasters, so like this one that said Bonafide Legend. I was like, yes, I need it. And then, I actually wanna go back and get more because I wanted every single one of the coasters, they were just really cute. This one said, "I'm not arguing, I'm just explaining why I'm right." That's so me because, I mean, I don't argue, but I mean and I'm not right all the time. I'm the first one to admit when I'm not wrong or when I'm not right, but, um, yeah, like, anyway, I just thought those were really cute. And yeah, I definitely went to the beach. I actually got this in Santa Cruz. I love Ross, and so this is a Chucky little shirt. I seen it and I was like, "Mine, I have to have it." Like, it was, like, originally, like, $81, I think, and then, but I think I got it for, like, $12, so I was like, "Yes, I need it," because even though it wasn't on sale, like, that's a steal, 81 or $89 to $12, like, yes. So, anyway, that was awesome, and then, yeah, the Winchester House is in San Jose, and so, it's, like, 35 minutes away from Santa Cruz, so that was awesome because 'cause I've, heard about the Winchester Mystery House. If you're not familiar, you guys have to look it up, it's awesome. So the guy who made the Winchester gun, his wife, Sarah Winchester, she actually moved to California from, I believe the Midwest or the East Coast because she had like rheumatoid arthritis or something or like really bad arthritis. And so if you don't have arthritis, you wouldn't understand that being in the cold is super painful. I actually have arthritis in my knee. I had like a knee injury when I was younger. I was playing outside with my younger sister when it was snowing, and we had like a PVC pipe covering like over a sprinkler, and I tripped over that and, like, I landed on top of it on my knee, and so I have, like, a crescent-shaped scar on my knee. It, like, cut through my jeans, and so now I have arthritis. So when it gets cold outside, because I live in Utah, I freaking hate it here because it snows. Whenever it gets cold, I can feel it in my knee, well, on both my knees, and it hurts really bad, like, I hate it, and so, anyway, Sarah Winchester moved to San Jose to get out of the cold, and so that her body could heal better in, um, the warm weather, and so, she built the or I she didn't build the house, I think the house was already built, it started as, like, 8, I believe it was, like, 8 bedrooms and, like, 5 bathrooms or something, or, like, 5 bathrooms and 3 or 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms or something like that. It was like a small farmhouse, and she turned it into 100 and I think 60 rooms, and then, like, 13 bathrooms or something like that, and, yeah, so, the number 13 is, like, super common throughout the house, like, she had seances in her house, she loved, like, the occult and stuff like that, and so, the gift shop was amazing. Like I said, I wanna go back and get more things because they had, like, little planchette, keychains and, for, like, a Ouija board, and also, like, speaking of, like, the paranormal, I do feel like, Ouija boards have a really bad, uh, like, reputation for being evil and being demonic, and it's literally the best, um, thing I've heard about that is, like, comparing it to a cell phone or, like, being on the internet. Like, if you're in a chat room, you don't always know who's in the room, but, like, you always can hang up the phone or, like, you can get out of a chat room, like, but you set the intention. So, like, if you go into the Ouija board thinking that it's gonna be scary or thinking things are gonna be, like, weird, then you're kind of setting that intention that something weird is gonna happen, something scary is gonna happen. But if you go in with the intent, like, "Okay, like, I'm calling in the highest vibrational beings, or, like, my spirit guides or, like, my family of the highest vibration, then you're gonna have a more positive experience because I've messed with the Ouija board before, like, when I was, like, 12 years old, I played with the Ouija board with a friend, in elementary, like, this girl, that I became friends with, she actually received a Ouija board from her aunt on her 12th birthday, and I think I was 12 too, and we had a sleepover at her house, and I just remember, like, me, my friend, her aunt, and I can't remember who else. I think it was, like, her cousin or her other friend. I can't remember who else was there. This was, like, so long ago. But I do remember, feeling the planchette moving and being like, "Whoa, like, who's touching it? Like, what's going on? This is weird." Um, but we were communicating with somebody, named Kat, I believe. I if I remember correctly, her name started with a K, Kat, Kat, and she said it was her and her boyfriend, that it was kinda like a murder-suicide, like, he killed her and then he killed himself. I can't remember why, but they were stuck there, and, that's all I basically remember, and I don't remember using it again. I think we only did it that one time, because I don't remember doing it again. Um, but I don't know if you checked out my other video on here. It was like a get ready with me from, like, a few years ago, and where I was talking about, seeing something. I don't know if it was a demon or a shadow person or what in my ex's, parents' house, but, that thing followed me home, and so that was really weird. And also, like, I've created portals in my room, like, years ago, there was portals in my room. There was one in my body mirror, so I no longer keep mirrors in my bedroom, because I had a body mirror in my room. Like, my bed was, like, right here, and, like, my mirror was, like, kitty corner to it, but, um, just, like, on my wall. And, yeah, I just remember one time, like, going in my room and, like, I was sitting there. I think I was in my room just, like, chilling, and I just, like, remember looking in my mirror and being like, "Whoa," like, not with my reflection in the mirror, just, like, looking at it and then, like, having my hand up and feeling and being like, "Whoa," like, I feel some energy, like, coming out of it, and, like, I had to, like, get confirmation from my mom and be like, "Hey, can you come check this out and, like, tell me if I'm being crazy or not? Like, do you feel something coming out of here?" And she was like, "Oh, yeah, like, that's a portal." And I was like, "Whoa." And, like, I had, like, a porcelain mask that one of my sisters had given me, and it was a beautiful, beautiful porcelain mask. I was so sad, but, there was a portal in that, or an entity in that, because I had that up against my wall, and so it was, like, kind of above, not my bed, but, like, well, like, just, like, high, um, on the wall, like, above my TV, and so, like, if I was laying in bed, I would look up at it, and, it had 2 eyes, and, like, I just felt something staring at me, and I was like, "There's something in my mask," and I had to tell my mom, and she, like, told me I had to break it, and then we had to throw it away, and it was, like, super sad because, like, it was sentimental, but, like, I knew I had to destroy it because there was something in there, and maybe I could have removed it or something, but I really wasn't, um, confident, or, like, I didn't have, like, as much faith in, like, my abilities, because, like, I was super religious then, and, like, didn't like, I thought everything was, like, evil, and so, now I'm, like, not like that. I'm not extreme, um, and I understand a little bit more of, like, the occult and, like, spiritualism and, like, certain, like, divinations and things, and so, um now I know that it's not evil, and that Ouija boards, they're just literally like a cell phone, so, like, whatever intention you have in using that is what is gonna manifest through that. So if, like I said, if you have any fear or any, like, anxiousness or low vibrational feelings while using the Ouija board, then something negative might come through, or something negative might, um, trick you into believing that it's something that you know or that you're familiar with. Um, and then if you have good intentions, like, I'm only accepting the highest vibrational beings in my spirit team coming through, then it's just a tool that you can use to communicate with the other side. Like, I don't know if anybody's familiar, but I also have other divination tools, like tarot cards, and, like, I have oracle cards, and I even have dowsing rods. So these are my dowsing rods, and, you just hold them. Hold on. You just hold them. You only have to ask like yes or no questions. And so, you say like, hold on, like, show me a yes. Oh, it's saying no right now because it's going away. So that's not correct. Okay, please, you can reset them to show dowsing rods. Show me a yes, please. I am not moving them. Okay, it's not working. Hold on. Show me a yes. Oh, it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to cross. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So that's what a yes looks like. Thank you. Uncross, please, and show me a no. Slowly uncrossing. But anyway, there we go. It's taking a while. Thank you. Oh, my finger's in the way. Okay, there we go. Thank you. And that is a divination tool. So yeah, dowsing rods. I also have, it's not a Ouija board, but um it's like a divination board. It just says yes, no, maybe. And then you use that with a pendulum board or something. And so yeah, there's different divination tools you can use. And so anyway, we're getting into other topics, but that was like really interesting with like the Winchester house. And so I really liked that, going to it and like experiencing that was really awesome. And then it's really cool. I'm gonna have my sister on here because my sister actually caught a picture in the Winchester Mystery House. Her and my niece were in the basement. We were in the basement and she was walking around. She was like, "Ooh, I have a weird feeling over here." And she said she's seen a hand like go over like a shadow and she thought it was somebody like trying to grab my niece. So she said she grabbed my niece before the hand. She thought somebody was reaching over and she looked behind her and there was nobody there. Well, she got a picture of that hand like going by and then like head and like shoulders or something. And so that was really cool. And so I'm glad that she caught that because it was like kind of like a live photo. And so I'm gonna have her on so that she can we can add this and have people see it. And if you've ever been to the Winchester Mystery House, or if you've heard about it, drop your story in the comments or just like message me and tell me your experience because it was really awesome. Like I really love stuff like that. Um, like I said, in the get to know me, like I used to ditch school in cemeteries when I was in high school. I love cemeteries. Oh, and also like going to Santa Cruz because we live in Utah, we had to drive through Wendover, West Wendover. So we had to go west and then go through Winnemucca, Nevada, or like Reno, and then you hit California and anyway in Winnemucca the hotel we stayed at is across the street from a cemetery and my mother and I stayed there 5 years ago. The last time I was in Santa Cruz with her it was really fun and we stayed at that hotel again this time with my sister and I was able to revisit that cemetery and it's a lot different than the last time. I mean obviously in 5 years something is going to be different, hopefully. Because the last time I went to that cemetery, there was no grass, it was just gravel, and, like, rocks and things, and this time, there was actually grass and excuse me, the spot that I had actually sat at last time. Because excuse me, I can't remember if I sat at a bench. I don't think it was a bench, I think it was, like, maybe excuse me, I think I was standing on, like, a or sitting on a rock or, like, a tree stump or something, and that spot was not there, um, this last time, like, they had put stuff around it, so, like, that tree was there because I had sat by a tree and, like, I medicated and, I was trying to find that same spot, and this time, like I said, there was grass, and then there was, that same tree, but there was, like, stuff around it, so it was, like, grass and, like, last time it was, like I remember hearing, like, metal hitting metal, so it was, like, something near, like, a can, and it was, like, hitting against it and making a noise, and so when I was medicating, it kept, like, hitting, and this last time it wasn't like that, like, thing wasn't there, and so I was like, "Oh, okay," like, um but it was really nice to just be able to stay at that hotel again. But a weird thing about, like, hotels, like, that I don't understand if it was, like, the people were angry or what, but, like, every time I asked for towels because there was 5 of us staying at the hotel, like, both hotels we stayed at, like, in Santa Cruz and in Winnemucca, when I asked for towels, like, they acted like I was asking for, like, a VIP package or something or, like, an extra room, like, for free. Like, you would have thought that I was asking for something for free. Well, okay, not to say that towels aren't free, but, like, um, I don't know, it was just weird, like, they just, like, were treating me so weird, like, I was like 'cause, in, Santa Cruz, we were there for, like, 5 days or something, and I think something like that, or 4 days, 4 or 5 days. No, yeah, we were there the whole week. So we were there from Monday to Saturday. Yeah, so we were there for 6 days, and, I just remember, like, on, like, the 3rd day, because we only had a couple towels, I was like, "Hey, can I get 5 towels?" And the guy was like, "That's kind of a lot. Why do you need 5?" And I was like, "There's 5 of us, and we're gonna be here for, like, 3 more days. Stop it. For, like, 2 more days." Sorry, my dog looks like he's gonna pee again. I'm gonna take him out in a minute. And he was like, um that seems like a lot, and I was like, "We're gonna be here for a few days," and I was like, "It's not really a lot, like, there's 5 of us." And he was like, "Okay, I'll send somebody," and I was like, "Alright," and then they brought us the towels, and I was like, "Okay, cool, thanks." But and then in Winnemucca, I asked for 5 towels, and she was like, "Why didn't you tell me, um, before or whatever?" And I was just like, "Ma'am?" I'm just like, "Give me the towels." So she gave me the towels, but I was just like, "That's so weird," like anyway. Alright, I'm gonna take my dog outside real quick. I will be right back. Alright, I am back. So yeah, Santa Cruz, San Francisco, and San Jose were awesome. Um, so I wanna talk about, obviously, like, talking about heavy subjects on this channel is something that I am not afraid of. It's not something that I wanna do all the time because, in the state of political climate of this world, right, or not this world, of the United States right now is really ugly, especially towards Hispanic people, towards Mexican people, towards anybody who wasn't born in this country, or if you're black, or if, there's a lot of division. And so I wanted to just like talk about like Snow the Product. Like if you know me or if you have known me, like, that, like, my favorite rapper is Snow the Product, like, I love her, like, she's amazing, and, so I want you to check out her new music video called Sabado. I'm also going to, link it in this video because, I think that everybody should watch it, like, even if you're not Mexican, like, you need to understand, like, what Hispanic people, what people of color, what brown people are experiencing right now. Like, the fact that ICE is able to, like, go to people's jobs, go to schools, go to people's houses, rip them out, like, that's literally, like, a crime. Like, it's terrorism. It's not something that, um, is okay, something that should be normalized. It's not something that people should be like, "Yeah," like, rooting for, or like that fucking guy, the hell's his name? Superman guy who Johnny Leguizamo was like, "Your pronouns are has been, bro. Like anybody who's volunteering to be an ICE agent, like you're a fucking clown. Like you're an idiot. Like what are you doing?" And he's right, cuz like anybody who wants to like volunteer to like be like you're a terrorist. You're going into people's homes and you're ripping them out. You're taking kids out of schools and throwing them into these detention centers, which it's not a detention center, it's a prison. Let's be real about that. Like it's ridiculous. Like kids, mothers, like it's insane. And so and if you think that it's not a problem, or if you think oh, this is just some like shut up, da da da, like you need to take several seats and like you need to just like shut the hell up and you're a part of the problem. Like if you think that this isn't a problem, you're a part of the problem. If you think that like being silent during times of people dying and people being hurt and people being bullied, like that's ridiculous. Like you're a part of the problem if you're not saying anything, or standing up for people. Because if you don't stand for anything, then you'll fall for anything. And so, you know, um I'm was born here, but it's like I'm indigenous. Like, and don't even get me started on like this subject either, because like I've fought with my family about like celebrating Thanksgiving, and I'm just like, we're indigenous, like we're brown. Like how can y'all like think that this is okay and still be like, "Oh yeah, like let's get together, it's family." Whoa. And I'm like, "No, like okay, yeah, we all have time off or whatever, but like we don't have to be buying turkeys. We don't have to be like eating all this shitty food that has preservatives and chemicals and, terrible stuff in it anyway, like, especially if it's, like, for money, and it's all just, like, energy harvesting, like, rituals, like and that's why if you feel like, "Oh, I'm really drained around November and December and New Year's," yeah, that's the point, like, the government, other entities, low vibrational entities, like, they bank on these holidays because they want people to get together, they want people to spend money, they want people to have fights and, have, like, family trauma. Speaking about family trauma, like, I wanted to touch on, narcissistic parents, or narcissistic family and, like, manipulation tactics, like, I don't know if you've experienced that, but I've actually experienced it a lot ever since I was younger. I have 2. Narcissistic parents, and so, that growing up was really difficult. I think one more than the other. Um, and, the manipulation and gaslighting is just, like, what really gets me. Like, when I was younger, I you obviously don't understand, manipulation when you're young because your mind isn't fully formed. You're kinda relying on well, you're not kind of, you're 100% relying on the adults around you to guide you and to give you yeah, guidance and just show you how the world is supposed to be, how you're supposed to act. And so it's difficult when you've been lied to or when you've been manipulated because then everything is just like warped. And so when you become an adult, like you question yourself, you have self-doubt, you have imposter syndrome, you have um um just questioning, like you don't trust yourself, like um it's just you can't communicate effectively because like people lie to you, so you have trust issues, and so your nervous system is out of whack, and it's like it's really detrimental to your mind, to your personality, to your characteristics, to the way that you're going to behave in society. Like it's just so detrimental, and like um I'm trying to get approved for Medicaid so that I can get some therapy soon because lately TikTok has been my therapy, like as far as like just learning certain names for things, what I need to give a name to what this feeling is, and you don't realize because a lot of this mental abuse is normalized. A lot of it is just like culturally ingrained into us, like if your parents say, "Do this, da da da," it's like, "Oh, you have to because that's your parent. Your parent's telling you." So it's like you're afraid to like negate that, but it's like sometimes you have to negate that because whatever they're telling you is not um safe, it's not healthy, it's not um correct. And so when you unlearn these things, people are going to treat you differently. You know, I've been treated differently by my family. You set boundaries, and people don't like when you set boundaries because it's a boundary for them and they don't like to have a boundary on them. They want to be able to control you or they want to be able to talk to you any kind of way. And when you put a boundary like, no, you're not going to talk to me like that, or, you try and defend your behavior, and then it's turned around on you like you're the problem when you're just trying to, um, find understanding. um it's just kind it's not healthy, it's not healthy. And so if you are experiencing that, I want you to drop a comment or like share tips or whatever on what helped you get through that, or even if you had to go no contact, like, um that's something I had to do before. And um it's necessary sometimes, and even if it's people that you care about, it's necessary for your own well-being, and for your own mental health and for your own safety. And so yeah, I just want to let you know that this is a safe space. If you need to communicate or you need a vent, then please feel free. I'm open. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on those little topics. And then, oh, I wanted to talk about Love Island too and like Destination X. So like I like reality shows. I also I don't really watch like I don't know, like okay, I do like reality, but some reality is like kind of like Real Housewives and stuff like that sometimes. But like I notice when I watch those, like I get triggered. I get so angry. I get so like worked up because a lot of it is just like, yeah, it's just like so catty and it's just so unnecessary. And so I have to like really like limit my intake on like Real Housewives and stuff like that. But like Love Island, even though like okay, it is toxic, like some of it and like some of the fans that watch it, I'm like, whoa, some of y'all are really like extreme and some of y'all like do not give people grace for just being normal, regular people experiencing the human experience, like, experiencing this life. Like, a lot of people are, like, super judgmental, and, like, I don't understand that because like, I don't know. I don't know if it's because, like I don't know. I just don't understand people being like, "Oh, look at that person over there, da da da." Like, if like, okay, for example, my grandma who's passed away, God rest her soul, my father's mother, she used to be like, "Ooh, that girl's fat. She shouldn't be wearing that shirt." But it's like, okay, if that girl's fat is bothering you, like, don't look at her, you know? Like, so it's like for me, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, if somebody's wearing, like, bikini and a thong or whatever and her butt's out, okay, her butt's out. If I don't wanna look at it, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. Like, "Oh, her booty cheeks were out and da 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 da." But then again, that's me, okay? If you're somebody who does that, more power to you, but, like, personally, I just am not that type of person. And so, um yeah, just, like, seeing some people's comments under, like, Love Island, like, about Huda, like, some people really, really hate Huda, and I'm like, I actually really like her. Okay, I think she's really cute too, like, she is beautiful. Her body, her face, beautiful. Um, and it's like, okay, she's, like, been angry and, like, but it's, like, also deep down, I can tell that she's just somebody who's been hurt before. She's somebody who's been lied to. She's somebody who's not had her heart cared for. And so yeah, she's like kind of raw in her emotions and it's like, so what? I'm like that too. I've been that crazy girl where it's like, I've thrown stuff and I've like called people out their name and it's like, a significant other, like, and I'm not perfect, but it's like to be penalized for that, like, and she's so young too, like in her early 20s, like, or even if she is like 25 or whatever, like, so what? Like, and the fact that like she's a mom, like, the way that some of y'all women be going off on Huda, like, "She's a mom, how dare she be in the villa? Like, go take care of your kid." It's like, "Shut up." Like, I'm sure some of y'all go to the club or some of y'all have a nasty dude around your kid maybe, and it's like, "Okay, like, so what?" Like, let her live her life. Let her make her own decisions. Let her make her own mistakes. Like, we all have to do that. Not everybody does it on TV, and that's the only difference. And it's like, we're all humans. We're all just like, we all deserve grace. We all deserve love. We all deserve kindness. Um Obviously, if you're a piece of shit and you like hurt little kids or like women, then maybe you don't deserve love and maybe you don't. But it's like you need to learn to love yourself so that and figure out why you're doing these negative things and hurting people. But yeah, like anyway, Love Island is like awesome. I'm so excited for the reunion. I'm glad that Amaya and Brian, right, Brian, is that his name? I'm glad that they won because they're just so cute, and like Amaya Papaya, like honestly, like I related to her so hard because like she's so awkward and she's so like just like raw. Like she's so herself and like she doesn't care. Like the fact that like these dudes were like, Amaya's too much. I can't believe she's like calling me babe, or I can't believe she's just like, you're literally on Love Island. You're literally supposed to make a connection. You're literally supposed to like talk to people and like kiss people and have a romance. Like, it's so weird that, like, these dudes were, like, so weird, but again, I'm just so happy that Brian seen that she was just, like, being herself and, like, her cute little, like, "I'm not perfect, I'm not" like, whatever, but it's, like, she's so cute, like, I'm so glad that she won, so shouts out Amaya, you're awesome, you're so cute, you're so beautiful, and keep doing your thing. And yeah, Destination X, seeing Janae on Destination X was really cool because, I like, competition reality shows and, like, challenge shows like that, and, like, even though I'm not good at geography, I would love to go on Destination X because that show is, like, really cool. The fact that they're able to, like, travel and just, like, experiencing, like, new things, like, that's really cool. Although, I don't know if I would be able to do it because I don't think you can, like, have cannabis with you and, like, I need my weed because I'm a medical cannabis patient, and so that would be, like, my only thing, like, I wonder how that works. Also, like, I have endometriosis, so, like, I don't know if I'd be able to, like, run around and do, like, all those challenges, that they have because, like, they're running through, like, different countries, and, I don't know how long they're gone for, but, like, it seems like a long time because they're, like, on a bus, and then they, like yeah, like, I feel like it does take a while, and it's, like, the chance to win, like, what, $250,000 or something, and so or was it 500,000? It was, like, $250,000 or something like that, and, I'm like, "Dang, that would be so nice," but I'm pretty sure that they have to pay, you have, like, a tax on, like, grand prize winning money, even if it's in another country, like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to pay, like 20% of that tax or something. Because I remember I've won money in Wendover for my 21st birthday. I went to the casino and obviously, like, in Utah, we don't have any casinos, so I had to go to Wendover, which is, like, 2.5 hours away, and, so I went for my birthday, my 21st birthday with my family, like, my aunts, my grandmas, my mom, my siblings, and it was amazing. And I won like $2,000, like 2,000 or no, it was almost $2,000. It was like $1,963 or something like that. And I gave 1,000 of it to my cousin, and I kept the 900 whatever. And I had to pay, um, I think I had to pay $100 back to Utah for that. Like, I had to pay, yeah, $100 out of the winnings, and I was, like, really annoyed because I was like, "What the hell?" Even though it was $100, I'm like, "That's super lame." And so, yeah, um, and which I don't even understand because, like I said, going back to, like, America and, like, how, um, corrupt it is, like, it literally is based on pillaging, like, Europeans literally colonized this country And so the fact that they're trying to kick out Mexicans, which California was part of Mexico, and so the fact that, like, people are like, "Oh, leave this country," like, fuck you to all the people that are like, "Oh, get out of here. You don't deserve to be in America." Like, no, just take several fucking seats because none of y'all are actually from here. None of you. None of you. Unless you're indigenous, unless you're like, no, I need you to just, like, shut the hell up because, like, it's really getting annoying at this point that so many people just think they're so entitled to just speak up about other people's rights to be in this country when none of y'all are should have even been allowed here because my my ancestors were from here. I was born and raised in Utah. Ute Indian is tribe. It's a type of indigenous tribe. So, the fact that there's, like, so many white people here is kind of, like, crazy, but, like, um, yeah, like, I don't like when people talk about, like, Mexicans or Black people or that nobody's allowed to be here or that brown people shouldn't be here or Mexicans or due process or whatever unless you actually understand law, like, don't talk about it, like, just shut the hell up. So, yeah, anyway, we talked about a lot, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna link that, Snow the Product video and shouts out Snow the Product, she's amazing, like, she's been talking about immigrants and, just like brown people and like standing up for indigenous and Hispanic people and black people. And so shouts out my girl, she's awesome. I've been to several of her shows. I've like traveled to Santa Cruz for her. I've driven by myself to Colorado for her um to go see her and Tech Nine. That was awesome. She's, like, made a video for me, like, she's so dope. I love Snow, and so, yeah, if you don't know Snow the Product, you better follow her. Check out her song, check out her new music. She's always doing something great, and so, yeah, Imma just end it here because, yeah, I feel like this video was long enough, but, again, thanks again for tuning into my channel. This was NotSoAv, aka T, coming to you live from Salt Lake City. And I hope everybody has a fantabulous weekend because it is Friday. So have a safe weekend. And yeah, hopefully maybe next week or the following week I will do another podcast. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about. Yeah, have a good night.